tool of now. Every day, creators are using AI to generate visuals, write scripts, produce voices, and edit videos in minutes. Learning AI video creation today gives you a huge advantage. You can make high-quality content faster. You can compete with professional studios without massive budget. You can equally experiment, iterate, improve without wasting resources. The best part, AI is still evolving. By learning it now, you're not just keeping up, you are future-proofing your creative skills. If you want to make cinematic short-form videos from start to finish, learning AI today is the fastest way to turn ideas into finished projects. And that is exactly what this course will teach you. Step by step, project by project. Let's get started. The AI era won't wait, and neither should you. Before we dive in, let me explain how this course is structured. This is a project-based course. This means that everything you learn is immediately applied to a real video project, from the first idea to the final finished video. This course is divided into three main parts. Part 1 is Introduction and Tools. Here, we'll start by getting familiar with all the tools you will use. ChatGPT for prompts, 11 Labs for voiceover, Google View for visuals. You will see how everything fits together before we create a single scene. Number 2, hands-on project workflow. This is the core of the course. Step by step, we'll plan the story, generate scene, create narration, and add cinematic details, and assemble everything in the editor. No theory, just practical actionable steps. The number 3 is final touches and polishing. We'll polish your video, add music, caption, and effect, then export and prepare it for platforms like TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and the rest. Plus, you learn how to adapt this workflow for future AI tools. By the end, you will have one complete AI-powered video and a workflow you can reuse for any project in the future. Everything in this course is designed to be fast, efficient, and practical. Now you know the structure. Let's move and start creating. Don't just watch this course, practice as you learn. If you do that, your result will explode. If you don't, everything will fade like smoke. The good news is that everything you need to follow along is free, at least long enough to complete this entire project, or even more. For instance, ChatGPT or any AI writer has a free tier that works perfectly for prompts. So if you're using ChatGPT or anyone, Gemini or anyone, DeepSeek, it will definitely solve all the problems. Google View is free, and the free credit enough you have in Google View will help you to navigate through the entire project. And beside Google View, you equally have Grok and the rest, so it's free, so you can always start with them. And the 11 Lab, the free plan gives you clean professional voiceover, so there is no need for you not to start as long as you have the 11 Lab with you, so free too. And for the editing, you can use CapCut or DaVinci Resolve, 100% free, and there are some others which are free. Even if you don't have access to these ones, you can even use the trial version of Premiere Pro to do it, so you have no reason not to start and finish this project or to practice alongside with me. So as you watch, open the same toolbox beside you, type with me, generate with me, build with me. This is the fastest, most effective way to become truly good at AI video creation. Let's get to work. We are starting our journey in ChatGPT, and to be frank with you, whatever we are doing in ChatGPT, we can achieve the same thing with Gemini. We can achieve the same thing with DeepSeek and even Grok. Our project is to tell the story of Nikola Tesla, the man that hacked lightning. Here in ChatGPT, next thing I'm going to do is to just type my prompt and now start getting the answers that I need. But I want to do it differently because somehow I want everything to flow together. I want all the prompt I'm doing, I can go back to them and all that. You can't actually skip this one I'm doing right now. So that's what I normally do whenever I'm doing a certain project in ChatGPT. I will create a project. So instead of me to just type a prompt and follow it, I would rather go here and now create a project. So I'll create here a project. And I will just maybe name it with the project name. I will paste it because I already have it clicked. So here is it now. So let me reduce it because it's telling me that I cannot take can take only certain number of characters. So let me remove this. The man who hacked lightning. So and I cannot create the project. I am inside the project. So the beauty of this is that anything I'm doing is inside this project, and anytime I want to go out and do other things elsewhere, I can do and say come back to the project and continue from where I start. So first thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to give ChatGPT some information about this project. Let me start. And this, I have to speed it up so that we won't waste time. Then let me read it. I am starting a 1-minute video on the topic, the man who hacked lightning, Nikola Tesla's version. I want you to write the following, the video prompts, the voice-over content, and other details I may be needed along the way. I want you to be thoroughly detailed in your video prompts. Always include the year and culture of the subject so that the true history is depicted. Well, this is not the best kind of English. I could have written it differently. But yes, I hope that ChatGPT will understand me and respond accordingly. The key thing I have given immediately is that the topic so that it will understand what to do. I'm equally telling it that it's a 1-minute video. And again, I go ahead to tell it that I want it to be detailed, especially in the video prompts. And another thing that I have added here is to make sure that it includes the year and the culture. The year and the culture is very, very necessary. For instance, if you're doing a historical video and you just don't include the year and the culture in your prompt, it might be giving it something that will be a little bit anachronistic. You have limited credit, so you have to make sure that you don't write prompt that will waste your credit. So I will not go ahead to now give it this prompt. Let's see what it will give us. So and it has given me like a 1-minute video, the man who hacked lightning. That's Nikola Tesla's vision. So below is a complete shot by shot video prompts. One time, blah 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 blah. There are so many things here, I cannot read all of them. All this will be included in the project file. So you are going to, so it has given me now the overview, the overall tone and style, shot by shot video prompts, and it is 60 seconds total. So it has even given me where it can start and end. This one is 5 seconds and the rest, and all that. So you keep seeing how the whole thing is building up. So now, so let's just go through it. You can see each of them to the closing shot. So, and voiceover content goes here. So this is the first one, this is the second one, this is the third one, this is the fourth one, this is the maybe like the last one. So in just one prompt like this, it has given us almost everything. Let's go back to the video prompt. Let's look at the first shots. say here, Nikola Tesla, gives the year he was born and the year he died. The Serbian-American lightning fly revealed the text, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so are we sure that this prompt will really make sense? Okay, so these are the shots. So these are different shots. So we have the opening, and we have the childhood vision. There's picture from rural Balkan hillside at dusk. The Hajj, a 10-year-old boy, period clothing, word vest and all that, lying in the damp, whatever, wide opening. So these are the shots that it has given to us. So what it means that these shots will go with a particular voiceover, which is starting from here. So we pick a shot here. We'll pick a shot here and generate that prompt. We come back here and pick a voice over and generate that particular one. Remember, we're using ChatGPT to do our prompts, and we can use 11 Lab to do our voice. In our next video, we're going to look at 11 Lab 2. Since we're going to do all our voice content in 11 Lab, it is very necessary that we hop in and look around and see what it has to offer. We have to be as quick as possible just to dart in and see the major areas we have to concentrate, so that when we come back, we'll be able to focus on doing the work we are here to do. So let's just sign in. So if you don't have account with 11Lab, quickly go and create. It is free, and when you are using it for the first time, you are going to be given certain credit to use per month. So I don't think you are going to benefit very much with it. I am now in my account in 11Lab, and I think it's very awesome program. So there are a lot of things that this platform does, and but we don't want to waste our time going around there, because it's all about going to the main thing we are here for. So we simply go to text to speech. That is what we are here for. So we have to just ignore other things for now. We click text to speech, and it opens here. So here is where we're going to paste whatever we want it to speak, and it will definitely do so. So when we paste it here, we are going to now, come here to set certain things about the voice and the rest. So when we put the content here, we come here to set the parameter of the voice. It is very, very simple. So let me just quickly paste something here. It is the first part of the voiceover. We just pasted it here. So and we can just go ahead to click generate. If we generate, it will definitely give us the content, but we don't want to do that yet. We have to go here and check few things. So here is a parameter where we can set the voice and everything that it had to do with the voice. For instance, here it tells us that the voice is going to be that of Rachel, which is very fine. If you want to know how Rachel's voice sounds, you click here to open it. So here are other voices, so we can now test any one of them. For you to test any voice, just click here. So let me just test this.
Love all, trust a few, do wrong to none.
Okay, you can see that is Charles. You can go to our list and test.
Just trust yourself, then you will know how to live.
Okay, so I think
as we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others.
Okay, so you can see that there are many voices here. You can even go to search for voice and bring them here too, but we don't want to do that. So we are comfortable with just using Charles. So let's just bring in Charles. We just click it. So you can see Charles has now replaced where Rachel's voice is. So Charles is going to be the one voicing this. And you can see immediately I select this, it has given me this generate already. So we can equally come down here and set a few things like the speed and the stability, and equally the similarity. And we can equally come here to even exaggerate. All these features are because I'm using the free version. If you go in and make a payment to the platform and use maybe a certain version, the paid version, you might get some other things that are even bigger than this. So if everything here is okay, you can just go ahead and keep generating.
Born under stormy skies in the Austro-Hungarian frontier, a young Nikola dreamed of unseen forces, motion made by invisible currents.
Okay, you can see that the voice is now ready and it's giving us all the things that we want. And it's very simple. If we are good with this, we can regenerate, or we can just simply download it here. If I just click download, it will download to my designated folder, and you can see that it has already downloaded. So we are good to go. So we can now take this part and now put it in our project. So that is a quick overview of ElevenLab. In our next video, we are going to now look at Veo 3 and see what it has to offer. You can access Google View through the Gemini or using Flow. And I think our focus should be on Flow, because the Gemini will only give you 3 generation per day, and that is not enough to handle this kind of project unless you're going to wait for that long. So let's just quickly go to a new tab, and we have to type Google Geo. I've already typed it, so I just sent. So here I have to click on the first link, which is the Google DeepMind. That is where Google Geo is residing. Now we have 2 ways to use it. Like I said, you can either use it in Gemini or use it in Flow. I will not use in Gemini because Gemini will only allow me to generate only 3 videos per day, and that will be very much not enough. So I'm going to use the in Flow. So I click in Flow. So it will open Flow. So what I'm going to do is to create with Flow. I have to click here. So it will now open the Flow interface. What I'm going to do is just click on New Project and click here to open. So I am now in Flow. So here you are given a lot of choices, but we are going to look at the choices together. Here is where we put our prompt. So anything we type here and we click generate, which is this button, it will definitely generate something for us. But sometime before we do that, we equally look at the interface very well. You can see there is a drop down here showing that there are some other options inside. So look at the first one here is text to video. So if you have a text, if you put it here, you generate it. So but some other times you can equally have some other options here. You click to open, you can see that there is a frame to video, which is an image to video, and there is equally another one, ingredient to video, which means that you put several content together and use a prompt to tell them to combine those content to give you a video. So text to video is just like a normal prompt, and you have to be very, very detailed for it to work very well. So frame to video, like I said, if you click here, it will open frame to video, which means you have the opportunity of adding the first frame and the last frame. So this will help Veo to generate the content based on the input you've given to it. You can, after putting, you can equally add your content too. So the next one is ingredient to video. Click here. It allows you to add 3 objects. So this object could be images of any kind. So when you put them, you can equally tell it what you want these things to do. It will do it very perfectly. So in this project, we might be combining this depending on how we want to generate the content. So I'm going to this side. If you can click here to check the settings. So you either do your video landscape or you do your video portrait. As usual, you have these 2 choices. Then your output, which is how many per output you want to do. You can do 2 to 4. So 1 to 4 is allowed for you to do so. But always know that when you have more output, it is going to burn down your credit. Sometimes I always have to be very frugal whenever I am on a budget. Like if I have a small credit and I have to make that credit achieve a particular thing. So I have to make sure that I am very, very frugal. Again, when you look at this, you can find that there is a model here. So there are several models. So if you click here to open, you can see that there are view 1 fast, and there is a quality 1, and there is a view 2 fast, and there is a quality view 2 quality. Those view 2 don't have audio, and it was like it was scheduled to have stopped, but somehow they're extending it. So it's equally a fast thing for you to know they don't have quality. They don't have audio. Yes, the quality is not compared to that view 3.1. They are different. So this one might have less physics and all that. So I'm just like going through this so that I don't want to waste the credits of this particular project just to explain this, because we're going to do them as we go along. So it's just for you to know the interface. So, and equally very necessary for you to know that each generation you are doing will consume 20 credits, which is specified here. So you have to know exactly what you are doing so that you know. And each time you have to check your credit too. For instance, I go here, click to open. I'll know I have like 900 credits remaining. So I have to make sure that I manage this credit. So if your credit finish and you want to add more, you just get more credit here. You click and it will take you to where you make payment and add more credit to yourself. In our next video, we're going to just go through Premiere Pro and see what we're going to be doing there. Premiere Pro is the software we're going to use to put all the videos together. Whatever we can achieve with Premiere Pro can be achieved with any other software of your choice. As long as it is a non-linear editing software, it can do almost the same thing Premiere Pro can do. For instance, you can use Camtasia, CapCut, you can use Power Director. You are not restricted to use Premiere Pro. In Premiere Pro, let me just quickly import a video to just demonstrate what we might be doing here. Let me just double click to import a video. So I can import any video at random. Okay, let me just get this here. So I will have to drag it into this timeline. When I do so, it's definitely going to create the sequence based on the footage I have brought in. So I will just have to put it here. So it has created the stuff here. So you can scroll to see what it's all about. And what we're going to do here, mostly we're going to use these tools here. We're not going to use all the tools, but basically we're going to concentrate on this tool, which is the Razor tool. And there is equally another tool that will be very important to us. It's called Ray Stretch tool. For instance, this is used to cut footage. If I click on it, I can just drag it to any place. You can see something that looks like a knife. If I just click on it, I've cut that footage. So for instance, I can click on this. I've cut it. So, and you can see I can keep cutting it. So anytime I'm not using it, I need to just go back and drop it and pick another tool. These are different tools that I'm going to be using at various degrees. Most of them, I might not use them at all. But another tool I would like you to pay attention to is this Ray Stretch tool, which is here. If you click, you can open to see it. Look at it here, this Ray Stretch. So, and there is a shortcut to it. You can just click R. It will be selected automatically. If I click on it, you can see that this has changed. So I can use this to stretch a footage. So for instance, let me drop it. By the way, if I want to drop, I'll just go back to select tool. If I click on this select tool, the tool I'm using previously will drop. So I click here to drop that Ray Stretch. So let me play this point here, this point. No, this is the only place I want to play. So you can see that it's actually moving at a certain pace. I can stretch it. That's what this tool does. And I'm sure we're going to use it a lot in this particular project. That's why I'm actually highlighting it. And we're going to use the cut tool too, which is the Razor tool, the one you use in cutting, of course. So, but the Ray Stretch you use very much So let me just click on that red stretch now. Use it to stretch this. So when I click on hold and move, you can see that it's stretching it. It will now make it to go slower. If I stretch the opposite side, it will make it to go faster. Now you get the idea. Let me play it so you can see now. It's now very slow. I can keep stretching it. It has no limit at all. So I can even stretch this so that we'll be able to see it properly. I can keep just stretching it. Then play it again. Yes, it reaches at a point and I am now suffering the frame rate. So just for you to know that these tools are very, very necessary, that we master it as long as we're going to use Premiere Pro. In your own editor of choice, you might have something that is completely different from Premiere, from this tool, but these tools are always similar. They look alike. You might not call it Result 2, you might call it Cut 2, but they are the same. So under here, you have so many things. The same thing with here, you can see that there are ones that just have only one. For instance, here is a rectangle tool. I can equally go to ellipsis and even polygon. The hand tool, if you click on it, it can equally open to zoom tool. The text tool, if you click on it, it can equally give you vertical text tool. So these are the tools we are going to use in modifying our content here, and it's just for you to very much aware of what we're going to do. So in our next video, we're going to go back to our prompts and look at the difference between ordinary prompt and JSON prompts. Text prompt is a natural language instruction written the same way we like to talk to human beings. Example of text prompt is create a cinematic night scene where a young boy walks alone through a misty forest, guided only by the light of the moon. This is the way we normally talk on our day-to-day activities when we speak with each other. So we actually use this as prompt too. So this type of prompt is the one that is very, very popular among so many people, whether you are doing image prompt or video prompt or whatever you're doing. JSON prompt is a structured database instruction, so it's a little bit complicated, and it is written in a JSON format. JSON format simply means JavaScript object notation, which is syntax computer can easily understand. So, and when you write something in JSON format, it means that you have to organize it and label it in fields and values. The same thing that we actually prompt using text prompt. If we are to prompt using a JSON prompt, it's going to look something like this. This format is what the computer can understand and give you the same result maybe the other one would have given you. We are going to be using both in this project. So in our next video, we are going to put the text and JSON prompts to test.